Never a good sign when the radioactive funky bunch comes along. Unfortunately, we're going through a bit of a bacteria issue with the pilgrimies. Hopefully the treatment deals with them. Time to dry out the bottom of the monstrosity. Once I can get this all nice and dried up, we can get it all sealed up, making a bit of a mess in the process. And here's an update on the cyanobacteria. Well, your guess is as good as mine. It's looking a bit more patchy, but it's also looking a bit thicker. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think old mate is meant to be being covered by it, however, so we'll see how we go. Move forward 12 hours, and the bottom of the monstrosity is nice and dry. I'm going to get that all done today. What is not nice and dry is the ground down here. One of these two tanks is leaking. I have a feeling I know which one, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's a platy tank. I'll just have to work that out over the next few days. The lower mystery leak. And here we go. This won't leak anymore. I have sealed up the monstrosity. To be fair, wasn't leaking anyway. I just don't want any water going from one section to another section for the sake of hygiene and not crossbreeding anything. That's why we had it sealed. Just for reference, and remember, this is not structural quality. It is just sealing it up. And I've drilled the holes and put the beginnings of the air lines on. I've left one as a bleed valve for the time being, so they will go into each of these when they are ready. Bought my clamps in today, so hopefully we'll get the overflow box all done. We'll probably show you that in tomorrow's video. And I know you can't see them, but I can assure you, I promise you, there are some pygmy corridors fry in there. Very excited. There's at least 4 or 5 that I've seen so far. Happy days! Bolivian rams are getting very close to having the eggs hatch. Old mate here keeps picking at them. I'm assuming he is cleaning them as opposed to eating them. It doesn't look like he's eating any. But all the weird little white fungi ones have disappeared. So I've never bred these before. I'm assuming that it's them cleaning them off to make sure all the eggs are healthy. But man, they look phenomenal in their breeding dress. And while we're on limited hours in the holiday period, we're just doing 1 hatch a day, but we're making it a good one. This looks phenomenal. I'm very, very happy with how this has turned out. Nice and lovely golden color. That's a good bucket container of brine shrimp. The fish are gonna love it. Picked all of the orders from yesterday. Traditionally, the Christmas period is normally quite slow for us here. Being an online store, people are out and about and not really overly interested in their fish. And I tell you what, it's not one piece of wood, but that piece there, that structure, looks fantastic. So there we go, there's our packed up orders ready to be up and roll. Couriers are running as per usual for the rest of the week. And these guys were being really hyper aggressive. They've killed 1 fish, 1 hong sloy, and another one jumped out. So I put a wee cave in there, and they seem to have calmed down and been a little more interested in each other. So we will see what that brings us in the next few days.